There are different ways to cut and achieve a very beautiful corset. This right here is one of them. Hi guys, my name is Joanne. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for being here. Please don't forget to click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell for videos like this. For my returning subscribers, I see you guys. Thank you for the show of love. Today I am going to be showing you guys how to cut this beautiful cupped corset. Actually, this tutorial is going to be very detailed, hence it's going to be divided into three parts: the cutting part, the sewing part, and the draping part. So if you're interested in something like this, kindly stick around and watch this video to the end. Don't forget to click on the notification bell so that when I post other parts of this tutorial, you'll be notified so that you can go and watch and learn. So guys, without wasting much of your pretty time, let's get right into the tutorial. So guys, I have laid the pattern paper and I have marked the vertical measurements of what I am going to be using for this tutorial. Okay, so from the top of this pattern paper, come down by like 2.5 inches or 3 inches. I used 2.5 inches for this tutorial. Okay, and then from there you're going to make a mark and roll that line across. That line will be the bust point line. I just labeled that line as the bust point line. Now you're going to place your bust point measurement on that line, which is the bust point line. Okay, that line is the bust point line. Once you've placed that, the measurement of your bust point line, you're going to determine other measurements. Okay, just mark other measurement, which is the under bust, the waistline, and the hip line. The hip line, also known as the blouse length, the length of the blouse. And now I am going to go ahead to label each of these lines I just drew here. This is the bust point line, the under bust, the waistline, and this is the hip line or the blouse length. And now I am going to start with the horizontal measurement. That is the measurement across the body from the center part of this pattern paper, coming by ½ inch. Once you've done that, you're going to take your under wire and place exactly on that point you just marked. Place exactly on the ½ inch line and be sure you're using your right size of the under wire. If you want to know, I have posted a detailed tutorial on this, guys, so I explain in detail how you can get the right size of your underwear. Please do well to check out that tutorial. I am going to drop it in the description box down below. Once you've placed your underwire, you're going to connect, you're going to mark, just trace out the shape of the underwire onto the pattern paper. I hope you understand. Trace out the shape of the underwire onto the pattern paper. And guys, please take note of this underwire. There is the part that goes towards the center part of the boobs, and there's the part that goes towards the side. And once you've done that, go ahead and check if what you marked was ½ inch. And then on this side here, on the center part, I am going to extend by ½ inch. Extend on the center part, that is, go up by ½ inch and make a mark there. And then I'm going to use my straight rule this time to connect from the underwire's measurement all the way to the ½ inch. Use your straight rule, and once you've done that, on this side here, go up by 1 inch. Okay, from where you have the underwire measurement where it stopped, you're going to extend that measurement by 1 inch. And then once you've done that, you're going to also extend towards the side of this pattern paper and extend the middle part towards the center part of the pattern paper. And now guys, having done this, I am going to go ahead to take the body measurements. Come here on the bust point, divide your bust measurement by 4. Once you've done that, subtract 1 inch from that measurement. Okay, this is only applicable to the front. Alright, so subtract 1 inch from that measurement of your bust, divide by 4 minus 1 inch. Then on the waistline, you're going to subtract whatever you want to take away for your snatching. If you want to snatch by 2 or by 3 or by 4, please don't go beyond 4 inches. Then divide the remaining measurements by 4, and on the hip line divide your actual hip measurements by 4. Once you've done that, go ahead and connect the side lines. Now guys, having done this, I am going to come here on the length of this corset and extend the measurement by 2 inches. So you can go beyond 2 inches, you can do 3 inches, you can do 2.5 inches as well. So I did 2 inches and I went ahead to take my straight rule and connect this. I'm going to also connect the side line to meet to the extension I did on the length. So the reason I extended that measurement, you get to find out towards the end of this video. So keep on watching. So now guys, on the waistline, I am going to be, dividing the waist measurement by 3. It's either you're going to divide it evenly or you're going to just be creative about it. So but divide it by 3, or you can even have four style lines. So this one here is just, I'm going to be having just 2 style lines. Did I say 3? Sorry guys, I'm going to have 2 style lines. So once you've done that, you're going to take your straight rule and connect it. Make sure the lines are not straight. As you can see me do in this video, I try to make sure the lines are not straight, but the line on the hip line, make sure it is not less than 1 inch. Okay, as you've seen, connect the second line as well. So guys, this is basically it for the front part, and this is super easy. Go ahead and label your panels so you can have any labeling that you would understand. For me, I used 1, 2 and 3, and I used center front, side front, and middle front and side front. So I made an arrow to let me know where the upper part is and the down part. Okay, and guys, this is basically it for the drafting of this front part, although I am going to be working on the styles on around the hip area. So guys, stay tuned for that tutorial. Going ahead to cut out the excess pattern paper now. Now guys, for this upper part here, just go ahead and extend the line you have from the side all the way to this middle front. Hope you understand. Just extend the line across, just like what I have done here in this video, and now go ahead and cut out the excess pattern paper. For the back drafting, I am going to place the front pattern to this pattern paper that I'm going to be using for the back drafting. Just place it this way. Once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and trace out the side line, the upper part and the down part. Okay. So guys, once I was done tracing, just going to take away this pattern paper, but before that I just label this as the fronts. So now I am going to be working on this back pattern. Now I'm going to go ahead to rule this line all the way across and also rule the waistline as well. Then I do the same thing on the hip line, just defining the lines I marked earlier, I traced out earlier. Okay, now from this point here I am going to be taking the measurements. Note that for the back I am going to be taking the measurement from the side here. So divide your back, your bust measurement by 4. You're not subtracting anything from the back, take note. Then on the waistline you're going to do the same thing you did for the front. Okay, subtract 2 or 3 inches. For me, I subtracted just 2 inches from her waist measurements and I divided the rest of the measurements that I had left. And now I am going to be connecting from the bust to the waist and from the waist to the hip. If you don't add that to the back, this is what you're going to get. Okay, so this is how it's going to be if you don't add that to the waist part of the back. Okay, and now this is what you will have, but for me I am going to be adding that to this pattern. A lot of people don't like adding that, they don't like taking in the dart for on their back corset, but I'm just going to do that. Then on the waistline I added 1 inch for the dart intake and I just connected from the waist all the way to the bust point, to the bust measurement, and I'll do the same thing on the hip line. So for the hip line I did not follow the exact hip measurement, so I have like excess of 0.75 which I just wrote down on this pattern paper. And now I am going to take note of that measurement so that when I am taking in the dart on the waistline I'm going to be considering the 0.75 inches I have on the hip line. Hope you're clear. So on this part I'm going to simply divide this waist measurement. Okay, I'm going to divide it into 2 parts. Okay, like I'm going to divide it into 2 lines, 2 style lines, and on each of those lines I am going to be taking in the darts. So now I'm going to take my straight rule and connect all the way to the upper part. I'll do the same thing on this other style line. And now from this part here I am going to take note of the dart intake, which is 1 inch. Okay, which is 1 inch, and then I'm going to be having 0.5 inch dart on each of the style line. Now when you add 0.5 times 2, that will be 1 inch, right? So on this down part I'm going to also consider the 0.75 inches I had as excess, and I'm going to be using that to take in as the dart. So what I did was that I did that of a dart intake of 0.5 on each of the style line on the hip line as well. That's because I wanted the hip line to have a bit of grip around the back side. So instead of using 0.75 I used 1 inch as well. So guys, I connected the darts all the way to the top part, as you can see. Now for the lacing of this corset, I am going to be coming in by 2 inches on the bust part, and on this down part I came in by 0.25. okay, you can do 0.5, you can even go as far as 1 inch. Alright, so now I connected, use my straight rule to connect the 2 points on the hip line and on the bust line. So this is going to be out, that's why I shaded that part. And now from this part, on this top part, the back part, okay, the bust part, I'm going to come down by 1 inch, but I am not going to do that in this tutorial. If you want to, you can go ahead and come down by 1 inch and just connect it all the way to the side, but I'm going to leave it like this. When I've stitched the panels together, and I'm going to go ahead to subtract the 1 inch. And now guys, go ahead and label your panels the way you would understand. For me, I used arrow to indicate the upper part, and I labeled the center front, the middle front, and the center back, the middle back, and the side back. And now once you're done with that, go ahead and cut out the excess pattern paper. So guys, this is it for the back cutting. I'm going to bring the front now and cut as well. After cutting the pattern, I'm going to proceed to cutting on the main fabric. So I'll use this pattern to cut on the main fabric and add the allowance needed for the making of these corsets. Now guys, I have cut on the fabric, as you can see. So I cut out both the main fabric and the lining piece together, and I added an interfacing. I added a stay actually on the main fabric and the lining piece. That's because I want it to be kind of thick, okay? And for this part, I added 0.75 inches as allowance, and on the side, I added 1 inch, okay? For this down part, I did not add any allowance, but the top part here, I added half of an inch. Then going over to the front part, back part, I did the same thing. So guys, please stay tuned and watch the making of these cupped corsets, and of course it is going to be very interesting. So guys, thank you so much and see you in my next one.